Hello there and welcome to Match of the Week. Today I'm in Surrey, from where we should have been bringing you Leatherhead against Redden and Diamonds in the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup, but torrential rain all day in London has meant that just after 1 o'clock this afternoon the game was called off. And you guessed it, just after 3 o'clock, as it is now, the pitch is fine and the rain has stopped. But not to worry, the referee's decision is final on matters like these, I suppose. So without further ado, over to Rockingham Road for Kettering Town against Hereford United.
Here at Rockingham Road, the rain's pouring down as well, but the pitch has been past fit to play in remarkably good condition. The Poppies playing host to Hereford this afternoon. Hereford, of course, once a famous league side. They dropped out of the league a couple of years ago and now battling under Graham Turner to get back into the Football League. As far as Kettering are concerned, Ian Ridgway gets a place in the starting lineup. Martin Matthews has injured a toe. As we see the Hereford side there, I've mentioned Graham Turner. Andy Quay, the regular goalkeeper who had a game at Kettering last season on loan, has injured a shoulder, so Mark Jones comes in for his first game for Hereford, formerly at Telford. The referee gets the game underway, the rain pouring down. Promises to be quite a humdinger, this game. Both sides anxious to improve their league position and maintain the challenge that the first quarter of the season has brought towards the top of the conference. Hereford are pretty well a full-time outfit. They've decided that that's the way forward. At least 9 of the players on view this afternoon are full-time professionals, and I know Peter Morris sees this game as a yardstick to measure the progress of the Poppies over the first 15 games or so. There's a mistake early on by Carl Adams, leaving that ball very short, and it gives Hereford the chance to move forward. Cross coming in here. Poppy's not able to clear. There's Leadbeater shooting over the bar. He was off balance. Richard Leadbeater is a good player. He was at Hereford on loan last season. We can see here that he didn't quite get hold of that shot, and Adam Sollett was able to watch it sail harmlessly by. But as I was saying, Leadbeater's a good player, formerly at Wolves, now plying his trade at Hereford and involved there. And it looks like Carl Adams in a spot of bother, fouling Leadbeater on the edge of the box. Crowd settling down. They're looking forward to this game. It's rearranged, of course, both sides not playing the cup. Neat work. There's Leadbeater. Oh, Leadbeater put through there. That was a beautifully worked free kick from Hereford. Gavin Marn involved. And there's Leadbeater. You really should have done better than that. Adam Sollett, though, quick to come out and narrow the angle. Good work by Sollett in the Kettering goal there. Just 3 minutes gone, and already Hereford giving signs of their ability. And the referee, too, early on in the game, just 4 minutes gone, deciding to book Lee Hudson. I'm not quite sure what that was for. It looks as if it was for dissent, but that seems a fairly harsh decision. And as far as Lee Hudson's concerned, that means suspension, which is very bad news for him. He'll have to watch himself for the rest of this game. Free kick anyway, knocked in but away by the Poppies defence. In these opening exchanges, they really haven't been able to get the ball out of their own half, and they're going to have to work hard this afternoon. There's Carl Adams again. That gave Ian Ridgway no chance at all. Mark Taylor, he's been a journeyman pro for a very long time, but he's still got a lot of skill. Taking on Ridgway, crossing the ball in there, and there's Leadbeater again. He's complaining that that came off Colin Bowden, but the referee deciding that it's a goal kick. Lee Hudson was booked a minute or two ago for dissent, but Leadbeater gets away with that show of anger. Here the Poppies trying to come forward. Paul Rayner brought down. It's turning into a fairly scrappy affair. Lots of fouls. I suppose it's not surprising. It's an important game for both sides. It's a difficult pitch, and you've got to expect those sort of tackles. But here's Paul Cox trying to work something for Kettering. Lee Hudson with the header there, but no power, and easily picked up by Jones in the Hereford goal. Hereford playing neat football, passing the ball very well. The Poppies haven't had their passing boots on so far. And here's a good player, Gavin Marn. He impressed last season, I remember, at Hereford, and is looking very good today. Crossing there, Adam Sollett having no difficulty gathering that. The fans as ever anxious to see the Poppies moving forward. They come out in all sorts of weather here at Rockingham Road. A lot of them getting soaked, but that's the beauty of non-league football. It's all very well in the Premier League where everybody's undercover and dry, but it's the diehards who follow the conference game. They don't mind getting soaked, so long as they can see some good football, and all that good football really at the minute is coming from Hereford. They're looking menacing every time they come forward, and this player Taylor has been as influential as anybody. Even Matt Fisher can't knock him off the ball, and that's a dangerous cross in there, but fortunately no Hereford player able to latch onto it, and Adam Solid able to clear the ball away. And Kettering really are having difficulty stringing any sort of play together to create any real chances. They're having to defend in numbers as Hereford press forward. And they are building from the back. Right back Chris Lane going forward. Ball cut out there by Craig Norman, but it's Taylor again. That was good play from this experienced player. Cross coming in, another good cross coming in, but Solid under no pressure. But Hereford have demonstrated in this opening passage of the play that they're the side not to be messed with. Another long ball knocked forward. Colin Bowden there to clear the danger. Mark Home playing in the back four this afternoon. Peter Morris is aware of the strength that Hereford have got in the air. A lot of tall players in their side, and he's put Mark Hone in the defence to try and neutralise that danger. But this is neat play on the ground. That's Hone there. Timed interception because there was danger. The danger's still not really cleared away. Matt Fisher with the chance though to get the ball forward, but it comes straight back. Rayner this time, but he can't find one of his colleagues. And Kettering really desperate for someone to put the foot on the ball and try and create an opening. It's all Hereford at the minute. They're pushing forward on both flanks, but the Poppies defence, which has been so strong this season, looking well organised. But losing out again, Rayner caught in possession, and here come Hereford. There's a shot from distance, Gavin Marm, but he didn't get hold of that, and so that attack breaks down. Hereford haven't scored many goals this season for all their accomplished forward play. A bit like Kettering really, they're very uncompromising in defence, but lacklustre up front. And I suppose, given two sides with that sort of record, we won't find it surprising that there's a lack of goals so far, and indeed a lack of real chances apart from that one of Leadbeater's early on in the half. The fans interested, I think, in this game. It's a cat and mouse struggle, or at least the Poppies fans hope that it's a cat and mouse struggle. They're desperate for their side to get 3 points. If Poppies do manage to get 3 points this afternoon, they'll move into fourth place. And here's the referee saying another foul. The crowd a bit bemused. Ian Wright is bemused as well, but the referee decides that a booking is appropriate. The crowd there trying to work out the tactics. I'm not sure the Kettering side have quite worked it out yet. They're being given the run around a little bit by this Hereford side. Graham Turner, the manager, is also the director of football, and has pretty well taken over the club at Hereford. They've had serious financial difficulties since they dropped out the league, but they're on the way up as far as Mr. Turner's concerned. But here's the Poppies going forward. Paul Rayner and Lee Hudson getting in each other's way, but Ian Ridgway coming in there trying to get a shot in, but blocked away by Mark Taylor. Give the throw in to Kettering. Taken by Ridgway, and there's Rayner to Brown to Ridgway. Neat play by the Poppies, and there's Fisher, but his first touch lets him down in the penalty area, so much so that the ball goes out of play and gives Hereford possession again. And Snape for Hereford trying to get something moving up front. Colin Bowden putting himself under a spot of bother, but avoids conceding the corner. But not this time. It's corner for Hereford. Poppies have had difficulty defending corners over the last week or so. And this time there's a header in right there, coming in to meet that cross, heading just over the bar. Such a goalmouth incident as there's been, and certainly been in the Kettering penalty area, and that's not really what the home fans are hoping for this afternoon. But sometimes it's necessary to knuckle down and graft against sides who play such neat football as Hereford. They're the Hereford fans. They've made their way up from the rain and floods of Herefordshire. I would think a spot of rain in Northamptonshire is something they're quite used to. The players are certainly revelling in it, but here's Fisher getting that danger away. Part of the Poppies' problem at the minute is they've got no one up front who can hold the ball up and relieve the pressure. That only comes when Hereford make their own mistakes. Ball knocked forward again. Colin Bowden this time. Solid as a rock underneath that one. But again, Hereford pick up the bits and pieces in midfield. This night, that was a fairly bad tackle by Carl Adams, and true to form, the referee reaching for his book. Adams probably fortunate not to be cautioned early on in the game. He doesn't escape this time. But the referee is using his card too many times for the fans. They like to see open football, a bit of blood and thunder. Sadly, with the game of football as it is today, that doesn't happen very often, because as soon as anything like a tackle goes in, the play stopped, and out comes the ball. There's another bad tackle there by Carl Adams. Now, he might be in real problems here. He's just been booked for that tackle before. The referee deciding this time to just give Adams a lecture. I think Adams would count himself really very fortunate that it wasn't the early bar for him there. And I suppose if the referee had been consistent, he wouldn't have hesitated. And that's one of the problems that the players are finding. But back to the football, there's Rayner under pressure, getting the ball away to Ridgway, and Cox clearing up. Nodded down there by Brown, but Fisher not able to get onto it, and it's Hereford coming forward again. Here's Taylor. He's been involved in most of the good work that Hereford have created up front. Strong, skillful player. It's out to Leadbeater here. And the cross coming in. Bowden on the spot to clear it away. And now chance for the Poppies to break. Here's Hudson looking for support. There's Fisher going to his right, but that's a poor ball from Hudson. Gave Matt Fisher no chance at all. And I can't recall that the Poppies have had a shot on target in this half, and that'll be worrying for Peter Morris. But there, right brings down Lee Hudson. Fairly silly tackle that, because Hudson didn't look to be going anywhere in particular, but as it is, it's a free kick to Kettering. Carl Adams knocking the ball in short. It's knocked away there by number 3 for Hereford, Tony James, for a corner. We're approaching half-time, 41 minutes gone. Here's the corner. Oh, there's Leadbeater. What a wonderful header. Sadly for him, it's into his own net. If only we could have strikers like that at Rockingham Road, able to plant the ball firmly past the goalkeeper. Look at this. This is a tremendous header. And if there's a blooper of the week, that'll probably be it. But that gives Kettering a lead, which really they don't deserve, but tremendous tonic for them. Great fillet with just 4 minutes to go to half-time. Couldn't have been better. And Richard Leadbeater, who should have given Hereford the lead as early as the 3rd minute, is the player who, to his own disgust, gives Kettering the lead after all. So, goal to the good. Kettering have kept a lot of clean sheets this season. and they'll be encouraged by this. It will give them heart for the second half. But as it is, they've got to defend this corner. Hereford coming straight back into the game. And there's a good header there that's cleared away. You can see this again. Terrific header coming in there. That was goal bound and cleared away off the line. So as the referee brings the first half to an end, Poppy's really pretty much outplayed, but they go in at half time, a goal to the good thanks to Richard Leadbeater's own goal. So the referee gets the second half underway. The Poppy's encouraged by that goal near half time. They really didn't deserve it, but Peter Morris, I'm sure, will have had words at half time. Here's Craig Norman, there's Phil Brown. My goodness me, 33 seconds on my clock into the second half. Good chance for Phil Brown there, diving header, just off target. He's taken a knock for his efforts there. My goodness me, what the Poppies could have done with a goal there. But as it is, they're leading by 1-0. There's Gavin Martin trying to take the free kick quickly. That Fisher getting in the way, and another one in the book, also unnecessary. The fans think so too, I'm sure. But here comes free kick into the box. Paul Cox there, heading the ball away, but only as far as Taylor. He lets the ball run out for a Hereford throw. Hereford crossing that ball in, and there's a chance. There's Leadbeater there. That's a dreadful mistake by him. Completely missing the ball there when he was really in with a good chance. But the Poppies can't clear the ball away. Hereford fans claiming that that was a corner. Referee agreeing. So Taylor with the ball there. There's Fisher. Another chance to clear it, but still it's in the Poppies penalty area. There's Rogerson with the cross to the far post, knocked down. Now a good chance to get the ball away, but Phil Brown taking far too long, and it's back with Hereford. Here's Marn, crossing the ball to the far post. Right! Oh, that's a tremendous header. That's a superb leap from Ian Wright. Central defender, but playing like a centre forward. That's a magnificent header. Gave Adam Sollitt no chance, but the Poppies really should have cleared that ball away a long time before Hereford got the chance to get the cross in. 50 minutes gone, real blow for the Poppies. They were trying to consolidate, but there's Carl Adams coming in there, trying to restore the Poppies' lead. Good effort on his wrong foot, but blocked away for a corner. This is becoming a bit of a rip-roaring battle now. Adams with the corner, deep, punched away by Jones. Picked up by Matt Fisher. He's trying to turn Gavin Marn, but Marn's too good a player to be fooled by that. Rayner missing his clearance. Colin Bowden hammering the ball back into the Hereford penalty area, but no one there to pick that up. So the Poppies, with their backs up against the wall, they dominated for most of the first half, but got that goal just as the half came to an end. The last thing they wanted to do is to give away an early goal, but that's what's happened, and Hereford looks strong now. But there's a bad tackle by Ian Rogerson on Craig Norman, coming in from behind. Another name in the book. I think that was probably deserved indeed. If the World Cup rules had been applied, there could have been a case for a red card there, but no one really wants to see that. We want to see a good tussle between two good sides. No quarter being asked or given in this game. There's another tackle. Paul Cox seemed to get the ball, but here we go again. The referee adding yet another name to the long list of bookings, and that's Paul Cox's 5th booking this season. That means he's going to be suspended, along with Lee Hudson, who was booked early in the first half. And the fans becoming increasingly disgruntled with the stop-start effect that all these bookings and free kicks have. But Hereford now rejuvenated by that goal, looking to press home their territorial advantage, while the Poppies defending numbers. They're hoping, I'm sure, to get away on the break and try and get the lead themselves. There's Hone knocking the ball forward, but no one up for the Poppies, and it comes straight back. Hereford playing neat football. There's Adam Sollett clearing the ball away. Perhaps Paul Cox might have done better to take responsibility there. Hereford pretty well encamped in the Poppies half at the minute, but that's good play there by Paul Cox. Rayner trying to bring the ball away, but he just gives it away again. Hereford move forward. There's a shot, there's a deflection as well. Adam Sollett had to be alert there to dive to save that. We can see the deflection off the Poppies defender, and that's good goalkeeping by Adam Sollett. He's looked better and better as the season's gone on. I know that he's had one or two critics this season, but he's having a good game this afternoon. He's made one or two timely saves that have kept the Poppies in the game. Scoreline still Kettering 1, Hereford 1. But Hereford looking the more likely to score. Peter Morris looking on anxiously. But it's Hereford with this corner from Taylor. Right again. Up there, strong in the air. They're a very powerful side in the air, Hereford. Placing a lot of good crosses into the box as well. And it's been hard work for the Poppies defence, not least Colin Van, but he loses possession there, and there's Leadbeater. Well, I'm not quite sure what Leadbeater was trying to do there. Whatever it wasn't very effective. Hasn't been the best of afternoons for young Richard Leadbeater. He'll probably be glad to get into the bath and get home. That is, if he lives in the Hereford area, if he can get into his home, probably 3 or 4 foot of water in his lounge. Got Colin Bowden there, concentrating on keeping the Poppies in this game. Another good block by Sollett there. My goodness, that's 3 or 4 good saves he's made this afternoon. Certainly he's earned his corn, and the Poppies on the break here now. There's Phil Brown trying to create something, but his cross cut out there. Hereford defence looks very solid, and in truth the Poppies haven't put them under too much pressure this afternoon. It's a sort of smash and grab tactic that the Poppies are playing. I think if you were a neutral watching this game, you would imagine it was being played at Hereford, but here's a corner coming in for Kettering. Hereford are playing as if they're the home team. The Poppies defending in numbers, looking to attack on the break, but it's Hereford who come forward here. And here's Gavin Mahon trying to create something again. That's a good ball. And there's Leadbeater again. Not able to latch onto that. Another good opening. The Poppies defence looking stretched. Peter Morris deciding it's time for a change. Off comes Ian Ridgway. He's done well this afternoon. No disgrace on his part, but he gives way to Brett McNamara. I'm sure Peter Morris, hoping that McNamara's pace up front will be able to prise open this Hereford defence. McNamara there immediately looking for a foul. He looked to have been impeded, but the referee deciding that the challenge was fair, and Hereford were able to get the ball away. Peter Morris didn't agree, and the referee deciding that Peter Morris and Robbie Cook are the terrible twins this afternoon. I've said before and I'll say again that Peter Morris won't be put off by saying his mind just because the referee has a word. Hereford too deciding that a substitution is needed. Gary Cook coming on for Richard Leadbeater. I should think Mr. Leadbeater's happy to get off the field. But there's Phil Brown on the turn there. Good chance, but blocked again by the Hereford defence. Phil Brown's tried jolly hard this afternoon. He's been asked to play as out-and-out striker. That's not really his game now, but the tactics Peter Morris has introduced this afternoon have demanded that. And he's tried manfully. He's probably had the best chances that the Poppies have had. There's some Hardy fans out there. We can see the rain pouring down, but behind the goal at Cowper Street, they don't mind that. Lovely array of umbrellas. Those under cover in Britannia Road, hoping against hope the Poppies can get something. Can they hear? There's Colin Bowden, not able to get anything on that header. All the play down at the Hereford end just at the minute. That's where all the heads are turned. But it's Marm trying to create another attack, but here's Matt Fisher playing the ball in there. Paul Cox knocking it forward. There's Hudson, there's Brown. Nice play this. Craig Norman plays a wing back this afternoon. Not able to get the cross in, but Carl Adams does, but it's knocked away comfortably. Only as far as Paul Rayner now. There's Rayner to Fisher. Fisher down in that right-hand corner, looking for support. The support's there. And it's coming all the way back. In again from Rayner. Phil Brown trying to turn. But good defending again by Hereford. Poppy's coming back into it. There's Gavin Marm being substituted. He can be proud of his afternoon's work. He gives away to Mark Bruce. As Hereford look to see if they can snatch a winner as well. They've got a chance here with this free kick. Mark Taylor knocking the ball in, but Colin Bowden there at the far post to clear away the danger. Only as far as a throw-in though, and Hereford back in here. Taylor looking to, oh, he's knocking the ball into Druce there. Good turn by Druce. Druce's chip. Oh, and that evades all the stretching neck muscles of the Hereford forwards. But still they've got the ball. Still the Poppies can't get it away. And there's a head of the Snape. Oh, that was another fine save there from Adam Sollett. Very clever back header there. We see that back header. Adam Sollett backpedaling and just able to claw that over the bar. Another corner for Hereford. And there's a header over the bar, but the referee deciding it came off a Kettering player. Not quite sure who it was, but the referee was best placed to see that. So he says. Taylor again. And the Poppies really under a lot of pressure at the minute. There's McNamara tallest there to knock that away, but the danger's certainly not past. And there, Paul Rayner coming in. It's all hands to the decks at the minute as far as the Poppies defence are concerned. Succession of corners for Hereford. There's another one, good punch away. That's a good punch there from Adam Sollett, but not straight back in. Carl Adams this time trying to clear it, and he does, to Phil Brown. But Phil Brown not quite quick enough to latch onto that one, and Hereford coming back again in numbers. They look the more likely of the two teams to find this winner. A few nails being bitten there in the Britannia Road stand. Poppies fans can see this game drifting away from their players, but they're a resilient side, Kettering, this season. This time last year, when they were languishing at the bottom of the league, the heads would have gone down and they probably would have lost by quite a margin, but this season Peter Morris has got some steel in the side. But they're going to have to defend here. Here's a chance. Oh, that's a great chance. Great chance. There we are. Gavin Williams there, completely unmarked. Really should have done better. Not able to get over the top of the ball. Heads it over the bar. There's not very long left, and that should have sealed the points for Hereford. Ball cleared away there. And the referee blows the final whistle. The Poppies have got a point. It's been a hard battle, but well fought by the Poppies and indeed by Hereford. Final score here, Kettering 1, Hereford 1.
Paul Rayner, hard work out there this afternoon.
Yeah, it was a hard slog. On reflection, I think we've got to be happy with the draw. They're a full-time side, you know, who are very fit, and it was a battle out there, but I thought we showed up well, and, you know, we're quite pleased with the point in the end, but obviously we'd have preferred a win, but yeah, we did okay,